Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads Mahabharata 155. As you may remember, Arjuna was fighting with the hunter. Arjuna was furious with this wild hunter who had dared to challenge him. He was annoyed because his penance was being disturbed. But he was piqued by the words of the hunter. He was ready to fight the duel to which the hunter had challenged him. Each stung his opponent with arrows like poisonous snakes. Arjuna enveloped the hunter in a cloak of arrows. With a smiling face, the hunter removed the envelope as he would a thin film of fine silk. He was again and again smitten by the sharp arrows of Arjuna. But he looked so unruffled. Only his smile was becoming more and more pronounced and more charming. Arjuna was nonplussed. This man would not be hurt by his arrows. He said to himself, "This hunter is very handsome. He looks like a young peak of the mountain Himavan. He seems to be different from the ordinary hunter. Perhaps he's a god from above, sporting this disguise. But whoever he may be, he seems to be a tough fighter. It is a pleasure to fight with this man." Arjuna now decided to send an astra instead of the usual arrows. All the arrows he had shot so far just stuck to the body of the hunter without in any way hurting him. Like a mountain against a hailstorm, he stood unmoved by the onslaught. Arjuna found that his quivers had suddenly become empty. He was surprised at this. It should not have happened. Arjuna grasped his Gandiva and hit the hunter on the forehead. Still, he was unmoved. Arjuna was frantic. He grabbed his sword in his hand and advanced toward the hunter, who stood smiling and still, with the intention of splitting his head with the sword. Arjuna hurled it at the head of the hunter. The sword was just as ineffectual as his other weapons. Arjuna took up boughs from the trees nearby. He took up stones. In short, he took up anything he could lay his hands on. Still, the hunter stood undaunted, with that maddening smile. Arjuna challenged him to fight a duel with their hands. Both of them hit each other with their fists like pieces of iron. The hunter hit Arjuna, and he returned the blow. The fight was terrible. The hunter was undaunted. Arjuna found him to be too powerful. He was now faint with fatigue. He was furious with the man. He was upset at the thought that an ordinary hunter was getting the better of him. He fought on, but in the end, Arjuna became unconscious with weakness. He got up and tried to fight again, but he couldn't. His body was red with the blood flowing freely from his many wounds. Arjuna was very unhappy. He prayed in his mind to Lord Shankara. He made a garland of the wild flowers growing there. He made an image of the Lord out of mud, a linga. He placed the garland on the linga and, closing his eyes, he prayed to Shankara. He prayed for the grace of the Lord. He opened his eyes and found that the garland was not on the linga. He was startled. He turned his eyes on the hunter. He saw the garland of flowers on the head of the hunter. He fell at his feet, and tears from the eyes of Arjuna washed the feet of the Lord Shankara. The Lord smiled a sweet smile and said, "Arjuna, I am very pleased with you. Your valor is great. Your skill is something special. You are unequaled in this world. I have not seen a Kshatriya like you. You will be invincible." Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.